Today I'm going to be giving you guys my top 20 high school tips. This is my first video, so please be nice. It's gonna be pretty bad. But I do want to share my tips with you guys so that way, incoming freshmen, new students, or maybe just people who haven't settled into high school all the way yet will be a little more eased into the high school settings. I am currently a oncoming senior, so I have credibility. So number one on my list is going to be going to orientation. So as an incoming freshman, I would seriously consider going to orientation. Most high schools have orientation, if not all. I'm pretty sure all of them do. Basically, they show around all the new students to where their classes will be at, their office and the fields, etc. They'll introduce you to your teachers. So orientation is a big one. Also, you also get to meet a lot of new friends. It gives you like a kickstart to high school because you'll be able to like meet a couple of other people, mostly in your grade if you're a freshman. And it'll just you will have someone there to help you through your first day, and you won't have to be lonely. Usually they'll put you in groups of a couple students each, like maybe 7, 8 students, and then you'll have like a little group leader, and they'll take you around to your classes, to each one, and the teachers will introduce themselves, which also gives you a good opportunity to meet your teachers and make a good first impression on them. Number 2, you need to join clubs. This one is a big one. So joining clubs is going to make your high school experience so much better. Freshman year, I joined 0 clubs and I was kind of struggling. I had my fun freshman classes, PE was fun because we just play games mostly, and I had choir, so those were okay, but I wasn't in really any clubs. Then my sophomore year, I did volleyball, basketball, science Olympiad. I was just kind of bored with high school. I was just class after class, So I ended up signing up for those classes or clubs, and they were so fun. Usually they have clubs during lunch, but the club leaders can make it either after school, before school, right before it starts. But most of them are during lunch, and I'm a very sporty person, so I really liked the basketball and volleyball club. But also, the Science Olympiad club was really fun too because, you always think of science as pouring stuff in tubes, but it's a lot more than that. You get to build stuff. If you're into architecture, it fits for you. If you really like instruments, it's good for you, and music and stuff. If you know anything about any specific thing, Science Olympiad is pretty fun. I would definitely recommend. They also have stuff like robotics and everything. And again, with the friend thing, clubs usually introduce you to new people if your high school's kind of bigger. If it's small, you still get to build bigger bonds with certain people and maybe make new friends. So, you just expand your horizons with club. Number 3 is to bring your own lunch, and you'll know why right now. So number 3 isn't actually too essential, but I would still recommend it. Bringing your own lunch is gonna save you a lot of money if you have to pay for your school lunches. And also most school lunches aren't really healthy. For my school, we don't really have a cafeteria. We're on college campus because I go to university prep. So we're on top of a college campus, or we are on college campus. We have the option to go outside of campus, walking. We have 45 minutes for lunch, so there's a lot of just unhealthy stuff there. And Froster Freezers, The Habit, there's Jack in the Box, there's a Starbucks, a 7-Eleven. There's a lot of different choices, but a lot of them aren't really healthy. So I would recommend, if you're trying to like stay a little bit healthier while you're going into high school, to just, take your own lunches that are gonna be good for you. Like, it doesn't have to be like a salad or just like pure lettuce or waters or anything, but like, pack a sandwich that, doesn't come with 10 different cheeses on a burger, So bringing your own lunch would definitely save you money. It'll save you time going to have to walk out, but definitely a good choice. You don't have to at all. I'm just recommending. So there's number 3 for you. Number 4 is go all out in the first 2 weeks. So number 4, I know may sound a little weird, but giving it your all in your first 2 weeks are gonna make a big impression on your high school teachers. This is because most teachers are already judging you guys. So your teachers are gonna say like, hey, this person's really struggling this first week. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on him and how he writes his essays, or she, And like this other student who's going full out, like writing all her essays like perfectly, turning in all her homework, all his homework, they're not going to worry too much about this student. So maybe they'll like skim over, an essay. They don't have to worry about, making sure they're doing okay. So the first 2 weeks are a big part of like introduction and first impressions, because your teachers are already judging you. I would recommend just getting a little planner and starting to write like when everything is due and all your classes and what times they start. Make sure you like have all your homework and when to turn it in. It doesn't have to be like spot on, but make sure you like know to turn stuff in, because if anything is late, that's automatic, like they're docking you points. For freshmen, they're a little more lenient because you guys are still getting into it, but once you're like sophomore, junior, senior, you have to get on your game. So hopefully that helps. Yeah, definitely. First impressions are everything. Your teachers are gonna go a little bit easier on you if they know that you're doing pretty well. And those kids who are struggling, they're gonna be focusing more on them. They'll be getting the lower grades, not because they aren't like smart enough, but because they're not trying. So as long as you try, you're gonna be great. Number 5 is finding a stress reliever. Find a stress reliever. This is a big one because high school can be pretty stressful, especially during like midterms and finals. And though they are definitely not going to be as hard as college, they still are like pretty hard when you're a freshman, sophomore, a newer student. So definitely find a stress relief. For me, it was, sports and music. Music is a big one. I think as long as you can find, the right music for you, you can, just listen to it and it'll ease your stress just a bit. I usually like to light some candles and, I just realized that I didn't even finish talking about the stress relief part. I just kind of heard them and I turned it off and didn't re-record it. So you guys are gonna get a half done number or whatever. I didn't even actually finish the number, heads up. I think I got to 8 and I kind of gave up, and then I drank some water and cried a little. Just kidding, I didn't cry. But you'll see. It's great. I definitely do not dance at the end. Okay, bye. So moving on, number 7 is to stay active, to just keep on moving, keep trucking, stay healthy, eat the right foods, just stay very moving, active, because apparently, I don't know this, but apparently it is scientifically proven to make your brain work better. And we want big brains. Yeah. So stay active, maybe go for a run, wake up early, listen to some music, throw yourself a little dance party. Just try to stay happy, because as soon as you get overwhelmed or overworked, you know, you can just, you know, go back to the stress relief. You should make like your stress relief a daily thing, even if you're not stressed. So apparently number 7 is just be happy. You're welcome. Stress relief? What's that, Destiny? You didn't explain. You didn't explain. Dasani's gross. I don't support, but this is the only water we have, so I'm drinking it. Has my name on it. Oh, can you even see that? I'm a real YouTuber. I'm covering. I'm dead. Okay, I'm not gonna cut that out. I'm just too lazy right now. This is my second day of filming. This is a little weird. It's probably just gonna be like randomly in the middle of everyone. I cannot talk. You don't know how many times I've re-recorded stuff, like, no bueno. Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure you can tell this is my second day of recording because I have a new shirt and I'm not sitting over on my bed. And my hair is different. It's like, you know? I really don't feel like being professional anymore, but I think I'm just gonna have to, yeah, let's do that. Number 8, I should have stopped at 5 because I'm running out of ideas, but number 8 is make your own catchphrase because, why not for how come? That's not my catchphrase, but it could be, but it shouldn't because it's not a good one. You can say like, oh no, guacamole. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I think I should just end the video because this is gonna take a while. This is gonna take a while to edit. Big while. Yeah, it's taking a big while. We're gonna throw a little dance party, but I don't feel like getting up, so you're gonna see me dance in my chair. Please brace yourselves, please, or just like stop watching right now. I decided to put this in and I don't know why. I'm just big dumb, but you know, everything about this is terrible. My hair, like, it looks a little bit better now because it's calmed down, but I literally look like I'm from the 80s. You know what? Just enjoy. You see that lighting? Okay. Anyway, I decided to get up. Also, I took my hair out of the little braids and it just like kind of poofed up like this. So, here's your little dance thing. I already regret this, but you know. There were only like 3 good tips in there, but yeah, use them because the 3 good ones were actually like good, you know? I'm terrible at this, but I will learn and I will be the greatest.